You're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I strongly condemn anti-Semitic behavior, anti-Semitic speech, anti-Semitic actions on any college campus, and likewise, I condemn anti-Palestinian or anti-Islamic or Islamophobic behavior as well. Professor Shizer, I'm struck by some work, survey research done by Richard Pape with the University of Chicago's project on security and threats of higher education, on the extent of campus fears and changes in anti-Semitism after October 7th. While his findings reveal that 56% of Jewish students felt in personal danger, 52% of Muslim college students feel also in personal danger. Most surprisingly, 16% of other college students felt in personal danger as a result of the current climate on campuses. He further concludes that, quote, different perceptions of intent are likely contributing to those fears. 66% of Jewish students understand the pro-Palestinian protest chant, quote, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, unquote, to mean the expulsion and genocide of Israeli Jews, while only 14% of Muslims understand the chant that way. Dr. Pape believes the underlying fears that are not being addressed are fueling both anti-Semitic and anti-Islamic sentiment on campus. Quote, about 10% of college students would permit student groups to call for genocide against Jews, and about 13% of college students say that when Jews are attacked, it is because they deserve it. When these same questions are asked about Muslims, we find the same percentages, 10% and 13% respectively. In particular, the findings are an opportunity to recenter the national discussion around students and away from politics. The findings show strong support for calming actions such as major public statements by university and national leaders that would condemn violence of any kind against any group of people. What is your reaction to Professor Pape's research and what you've been doing with your group?
I think your question and his research highlight the importance of this hearing, and I'm grateful to all of you for holding it. It is unacceptable for any students at any university to feel fear or to feel uncomfortable because of who they are. We can't have that in the United States of America. And so if you ask me, are we doing enough? I say we haven't yet done enough, and we are on our way, but we have a way to go. I will just emphasize two other things. First of all, we need consistency, right? What we do for Jewish students, what we do for Muslim students, we need to do for all students. Consistency is at its core what our country is about, and I think sometimes we fall in short there. But we need to focus on that, and we need to protect everyone while also allowing robust debate, because that is the essence of a university.
So, Professor Shizer, in your task force work to combat anti-Semitism, I believe you're also focused on, with your statement about consistency, making sure that all students are safe. Your Muslim students, your Palestinian students are safe. Is that true? Is that accurate?
Absolutely. And I should say our specific mandate is anti-Semitism, but we hope that our recommendations and the ideas we develop with colleagues will be applicable to everyone and will be helpful to everyone.
Well, I'm struck by your comments, your written comments, when you say members of a group that say particular phrases or comments that interfere with their ability to learn and work, should the university defer to them? In recent years, this sort of deference has been commonplace. For instance, when women, black and transgender students have registered concerns in discussions of sexual assault, policing, and transgender rights. But the response has been different when Jewish students and Israeli students lodged some similar complaints after October 7th. With the time remaining, can you kind of help unpack that a bit more for the committee?
Sure. I'm a conservative. I'm close to many conservative students. There have been times when they've gotten the signal that they should really go slow on a particular event or not articulate a particular position because it makes others feel uncomfortable. And it is striking how that kind of language has not been applied to Jewish students. When Jewish students have said, we feel uncomfortable, the emphasis has been, no, free speech. Now, I want to be clear. I think free speech is essential, but I also think consistency is essential. We need to have the same approach for everyone.
Thank you. My time is up. I wish I could talk to you more, but I yield back, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr.